Hey guys, and welcome back to Kellie TV. Well, sadly, this season of Naked and Afraid has come to an end, but the episode was appropriately titled Meltdown in Bolivia, and boy, did this season go out with a bang. This is one of the more upsetting episodes that we've had in this season because some of the things that played out to both team members. We had Sabrina and Vince, and it honestly didn't take them very long at all before they were getting on each other's nerves. Of course, it is like a billion degrees in Bolivia, and they'd had trouble finding food and they had trouble finding water, so that makes people a little on edge. But hey, I think their personalities would have clashed if they were, you know, on a cruise somewhere in the best situation possible. Well, they were able to find some water when it was coming off a waterfall, and early on in the episode they appreciated the beauty of Bolivia and the beauty of that waterfall and even got some swimming in. They were a little worried about drinking the water, but thankfully everything turned out okay. It wouldn't turn out okay later on in the episode. They were scrounging around for food. They were starting to get super weak, and Vince came across a good find, although it kind of creeped me out. It was a really pretty falcon baby bird which he killed in his own hands, and he kind of scared me for a little bit because I was like, is he gonna eat this bird raw? Because I saw that hashtag that the Discovery Channel put on there. It said, I think it said, "You ate what?" And I was like, oh my gosh, if he eats this raw beautiful baby bird, I don't know if I can handle it. Thankfully, he took the baby bird back to their camp and they put it over the fire. They both said it was pretty delicious. Hey, if you're in a situation like that, you have to do what you have to do, right? Okay, yes, but it does get worse. Well, at one point, Vince goes out. This is actually what he did to find the baby bird. He went out to get this food by himself, and he didn't tell Sabrina that he was leaving, and when he came back, she kind of had a little bit of a meltdown and started crying, and she didn't understand why he would abandon her like that and not let her know like where he was going. And honestly, it just gets worse from there because they just start really butting heads and they're totally getting on each other's nerves. And I think it's because they haven't really had, like I said, much food, and it's just super hot. But the weird thing is that Vince starts to break down more than Sabrina, and he actually gets super sick, and he's like doubled over in pain, and he can't get up in the morning, and it's to the point where Sabrina's like, do I need to call the medics? And he's like, yes, you do. So they come in, and I think he made it to like day 16 or 17, and they're like, you know, you can't be on this anymore, and he is gone. Yet another guy that is tapping out way before the women. So go team girls, right? Right. Well, it's not that easy for Sabrina. She thinks she can tough it out. She even made a Wilson-esque fake little stone friend with a smiley face, and she said that she'd rather wake up to this smiley stone mushroom head face than the face of Vince. Womp womp. Sorry, Vince. You were kind of rude though, but hey, Sabrina, you were kind of rude too. Anyway, forget all that. She's still got to find some food, and she's asking the goddesses to, you know, provide her with some food, and she comes across a parrot head. It's really pretty, but I wouldn't want to eat it, but she's starving, so what is she going to do? She's going to eat the parrot head and see if there's any brains inside. So she roasts the parrot head and she eats it, and the next day she finds out that that wasn't a good decision at all because she has these severe abdominal pains, and since she's all by herself, she can't tell, you know, Mr. Rockface to call for the medics, so the medics have to come to her, and they're like, it's an emergency. They take her to the Bolivia hospital, and sadly, this is day 20, only one day away. Oh my goodness. So they take her to the hospital, and the good news is that she's not deathly ill, but she's just, you know, really worn down, and she needs to stay in the hospital, and that's it for her. Oh, and I forgot to mention that Vince was okay too. He was just malnourished and dehydrated, and actually when they first checked him out, they said he was cleared to go on, but he just couldn't take it anymore. So they cleared him, but then he was like, you know, I can't do this anymore, because you could tell he was just at his wit's end. So both team members had meltdowns. Both of them did not make it the 21 days, and both of them did not make friends in this episode. But this episode just made me want more of Naked and Afraid. And if you were on Beamly tonight, which is a very cool and free app where you can chat live while the show's going on, I was having a cool chat about the season finale of Naked and Afraid. And if you missed it, don't you worry, because I'm putting the link down below. Even though the season is over, it's coming back June 22nd, and I'll be back to talk more about Naked and Afraid live with you. So you better be there live with me in the free app Beamly. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Kellie TV, and I hope you have a great night.